celebrate the new God of War not only being on PC but also Steam Deck verified, we're going to look into emulating Sony's best consoles, the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 3. Heck, we may even talk about an interesting development in PlayStation 4 emulation. So, is the Steam Deck your new portable PlayStation? If you like my content, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and join my Discord server in the description below. As you may have noticed, I am now affiliated with the Steam Deck Discord. Links in the description below. Disclaimer: I don't have a Steam Deck, so I can't record footage on it. All of these claims are made based on research as well as educated guesses. That said, Valve could rectify this by sending me a review unit. What do you guys think? Should Valve send me one? Without further ado, you can emulate the PlayStation 1 on a variety of different devices nowadays. Anything from my laptop that actually has worse specs than the Steam Deck, all the way down to, say, a Raspberry Pi. It seems that currently the best emulator for PlayStation 1 is DuckStation. DuckStation is an emulator created by solo developer Stenzek. You can either get the standalone emulator or you can get the RetroArch core. Do keep in mind that DuckStation is currently on indefinite hold due to a number of reasons. There seems to be quite a bit of drama going on between LibRetro and Stenzek, so I'm not really at liberty to discuss this. If anyone understands what's going on between Stenzek and LibRetro, I want to know. Put some juicy info in the comments down below. On higher end hardware, you can actually upscale the resolution quite a bit, all the way up to 4K or even 8K. But that's outside the scope of this video. The standalone emulator can be found as a Flatpak, or an app image on the GitHub page. The PlayStation 2 is even more legendary than the PlayStation 1. It's got many critically acclaimed exclusives, and honestly it cemented Sony's place in gaming. Basically the only PS2 emulator that's available on Linux is PCSX2, which is a coincidence because it's also probably the best one on PC so far. Even to this day, PS2 emulation is kind of a drag on systems. Thanks to the help of Stenzek of DuckStation fame, PCSX2 now has Vulkan support, which should make games much easier to run. PCSX2 also lets you render games at a higher resolution than native. You'll notice this is a trend here with all the emulators. PCSX2 is available as both an app image and a Flatpak. Finally, we have the elephant in the room. PS3 emulation. This is going to be a hot take from someone that really wants to play games on the Steam Deck, but I don't think the Steam Deck is powerful enough to play some of the most demanding PS3 games. Games like Metal Gear Solid 4, Red Dead Redemption 1, The Last of Us 1. You know, those games. Now I would love to be proven wrong so that I can play Metal Gear Solid 4 on the go, cause as we all know, Konami refuses to port Metal Gear Solid 4 on anything. That said, I definitely will be testing the PS3 emulator on the Steam Deck when I get my hands on one. The PS3 emulator you want to use is RPCS3. It's currently the best, if not the only PS3 emulator. Like the others, you have the ability to install mods as well as upscale the resolution of PS3 games, if you so desired. The thing is that RCPS3 is extremely demanding for emulation. I want to believe that the Steam Deck will be able to handle PS3 games, but I'm not 100% convinced. However, judging by this quote from LTT, we might be able to.
Want to emulate PS3 games and need your CPU going hard, for example? You'll be able to.
RPCS3 is only available as an app image from their website. So that's it. That's every PlayStation emulator that you'd want to... Wait a second. You're saying that there's one more? There's been a major breakthrough in emulation. A potential PS4 emulator? Is that even possible? So on September 2021, a mysterious emulator known as Spine came out. It's a PlayStation 4 emulator. It's a very work in process emulator. And it's Linux exclusive as well. And it's closed source. Yes, it's good to be skeptical. I've yet to cover this emulator myself. But there are much more reputable and much bigger YouTube channels that focus on emulation that have covered this. And by all accounts, it looks very real. As for whether or not this will run on the Steam Deck, I'm going to be quite frank with you, I don't believe it will, ever. Could be proven wrong though. In fact, I do hope I'm proven wrong. So there we have it, PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, I can say that the Steam Deck could handle quite well. As for PS3, well, PS3 emulation could be a little iffy. I'll just take Linus Tech Tips at his word and assume that it's going to work perfectly on the Steam Deck. And if it doesn't, I'll just blame him later.